A Course in Miracles, Lesson 340. I can be free of suffering today. Father, I thank you for today, and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done, for he will hear your voice directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from all suffering. Thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. Be glad today. Be glad. There is no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Our Father has redeemed his Son this day. Not one of us but will be saved today. Not one who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to himself, awake in heaven, in the heart of love. The day the shadow went on strike. Lesson 340. I can be free of suffering today. There was once a man who woke to find that his shadow had stopped cooperating. Every morning of his life, that shadow had followed him faithfully. It stretched under his feet when he felt heavy. It swelled behind him when he felt guilty. It shrank when he felt small, and it shook when he was afraid. He thought the shadow was him. But on this particular holy day, the shadow refused to move. It lay flat on the ground like a discarded coat. "I'm tired," it said. The man froze. He had never heard his shadow speak. "What do you mean you're tired?" "I'm tired of carrying the things that don't belong to you." The man knelt beside it. "Like what?" "Your fear of tomorrow, your guilt about yesterday, your anger at people who were never the real cause, your belief that any of this defines you." The shadow sighed. "I'm tired of pretending these thoughts have weight." The man sat back, stunned. "But I feel these things. They hurt." "That's because you handed them to me," the shadow said. "You drew outlines of monsters in your mind and asked me to wear them. I did my best, but none of them were ever true." The man stared at the ground. "If you stop carrying them, what happens to me?" "Nothing," the shadow said gently, "because nothing was ever happening to you." The man felt something warm move through his chest. A breeze lifted the leaves around him. His shadow, the old, tired costume of fear, shimmered and dissolved into light. And in that instant he saw, only illusions can suffer. A body can ache, yes, but only a mind that believes the aches have meaning suffers. A mind suffers only when it forgets it is free. Suffering is the echo of a belief that never happened. Just a dream character dreaming he is wounded by a dream. The voice within spoke. This is the day you stop asking the shadow to explain the sun. This is the day you lay your grievances down like old coats on warm sand. This is the day suffering ends because you will no longer look for it. The man rose lighter than he had ever been. Not healed, for he had never been harmed. Just awake to what had always been true. And heaven, which had waited with infinite patience, moved closer than breath. Because a mind without suffering is a mind without distance. And a mind without distance is already home. Lesson 340 whispers this simple truth. You cannot suffer because the one God created cannot be hurt. Only the shadow of false belief pretends to ache. When the belief is withdrawn, the shadow dissolves. And the day becomes what it was meant to be, a day of redemption, a day of recognition, a day where all suffering ends because none of it was real. Today is holy because today you stop confusing the shadow for the self. And God gathers his Son by revealing the obvious. Nothing real can suffer. Nothing unreal exists. Be glad today. for the shadow has finally put itself out of work.